Do you want to make $100 trading on Binance? Are you a cryptocurrency beginner that really needs to find out the secret to making $100 on Binance account? And how much money does it take in order for you to make $100 in a day trading on Binance? These are the different questions that we are going to be answering in today's episode. So kindly smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we are definitely going to dive in today's episode. So obviously you are new to trading and you are new with regards to, the cryptocurrency market, and you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to do in order for you to make that $100 in a day. So first of all, you need a $1,000 account. With a $1,000 account, it's going to be very easy for you to target and trade cryptocurrencies that are going to go in your favor by 10%. So if you have a $1,000 trading account, it is very possible for you to make $100 in a day if you look for trades that are going to yield you a 10% favor with regards to those particular trades. So this is one of the reasons why it is going to be possible for you to make $100 trading on Binance. And you have to look at these different things. You have to look at the resources, the time frame that you're going to be using, and what type of strategy in order for you to make that $100 in a day. So let's jump into this and let's take a look at all these different things that are going to allow you to make $100 in a day. So the first thing that you need to do is to look at your resources. What type of resources are you doing, or rather are you having, in order for you to identify the trades that you're going to be able to take and pick in order for you to yield that 10%. And this is one of the reasons why it really is very easy nowadays, because if you take a look at the resources, right, we're going to be looking at CoinGecko and Binance.com. So Binance.com, CoinGecko, and TradingView are definitely going to be your resources that you're going to be relying on. So every day before you take a 10% trade, you're supposed to find what that particular 10% trade is going to be for you. And this is one of the reasons why, if you go to CoinGecko.com and you click on cryptocurrency exchanges, go to Binance and select Binance. So as you can see, there's quite a number of cryptocurrency exchanges right over here, so you have to choose Binance. If you go on Binance, you're going to be able to have all this amount of data, and it's going to help you streamline the currencies that are going to really give you a 10%, because a 10% favor, or rather a 10% trade, is what you need in order for you to make $100. So remember, we're not going to use any leverage trading. We're just going to use spot trading, because spot trading is the safest. Leverage trading and using all those, crazy fancy things is really going to help you lose money very fast. So just simply go on cryptocurrency exchanges and then target Binance, because your money is obviously on Binance. And by the way, if you're not really registered on Binance, I have a link in the description. Of course, it's an affiliate link, so it's going to help me get motivated and make a whole lot of these useful and exciting topics. So you simply select Binance. As you can see here, there's the price, there's a spread, there's a depth, and there's a 24-hour volume. So the things that we are interested in are obviously the volume and the price movement in terms of price gain, because it's going to allow us to streamline the cryptocurrencies that are going to do very well. So ideally, trading coins that have got a healthy volume is really going to yield you better results, and you're obviously going to be able to do better, because it is one of those metrics that really highlights that cryptocurrency, or a certain cryptocurrency, is in demand. So the higher the volume, the better the trading outcome is going to be for you, and you obviously want to be trading something that a lot of people are gravitating towards. So volume is one of those metrics that is going to help you identify which coins are being sought after, or which coins are likely to make moves, because when it comes to moves, right, down or up is still a blessing. Okay, so the higher the volume, the better the trading outcomes, and you would obviously want to be highlighting those. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of different cryptocurrencies here with very good amount of volume, which is going to help you. So as you can see, right, this is one resource that you can use. The other method is obviously just going to Binance.com, right? If you go to Binance and then Binance.com, then click on markets, there's a lot of useful data. Number one, you've got new listings, you've also got top gainers, and you've got top volume. So remember, we did talk about volume, right? So the reason why you want to sort of see the top gainers is to see the top gainers list. And when you talk about the gaining list, right, there is a hierarchy that you can use in with regards to time frame. So take a look at this. There's the 1 hour time frame. You can see the change with regards to the price action and the volatility. Okay, so if you go to the 1 hour, it's going to show you the metrics and the coins that have been moving in a certain direction for the past 1 hour. Okay, you can see the change in volume, you can see the change in price and all that stuff. So if you look at the 4 hour, it is going to be able to show you all this data which you can be able to use and utilize in your trade. So in the past 4 hours, this has been happening. There's a lot of movement towards the downside, and we can see the most volatile coins towards the downside in the past 1 hour. Like for example, this one moved about negative 6.87%, you know, and if you were shorting the market, right, it's almost negative 7. If you knew about this particular cryptocurrency, you would have made a 7%, which is close to 10%, in order for you to yield that $100 price threshold with regards to making profits. So the reason why you're looking for these different changing metrics is you want to pick cryptocurrencies that have got high momentum, because high momentum is definitely going to be able to give you that likely trade which is going to yield that 10%. So you need high momentum coins. Once you discover the high momentum coins by looking at the volume, the price action, you are definitely going to be able to pick and position yourself in a cryptocurrency that is bound to go with strong momentum. So just like I told you yesterday, right, momentum helps you do trades with ease. Think about this. Okay, you are on a river, right, and it's going down, it's heading in a certain direction. It's going to be easy for you to swim in the direction of the current or the momentum of the water. Okay, so momentum is one thing which is very important when it comes to cryptocurrencies. So pick coins that have got the highest momentum and figure out where that particular momentum is heading. Is it a bearish momentum? Is it a bullish momentum? If it is a bullish momentum, where is your entry going to be? Because your entries and your exits are definitely going to be able to sort of allow you to lock in those profits. So once you identify the momentum, what type of momentum is it? Is it a bullish momentum? Is it a bearish momentum? The next question that you're obviously going to ask is, when is my entry? When is my exit? When do I pull the trigger? Okay, so those are the things that we're going to talk about. So once you get to identify the highest possible momentum and which likely momentum a coin or said particular type of coins are going to have, right, then you're supposed to now position yourself. If you position yourself, how are you going to be able to sort of capitalize and make your money? And this is one, or rather this is where now the trading strategy comes in. What is going to be your trading strategy? How are you going to be able to use different metrics, aka indicators, to sort of go in there, find your entry and your exit? What time frame are you going to be using with regards to trading? So just to summarize everything that we talked about, right? Number one, you have to find high momentum trades. High momentum trades are going to give you the likely, the likelihood of making that 10% on your $1,000. Once you get to identify the high momentum, and it's very easy for you to identify them because you've got all this information. You've got the top gainers. So in this particular case, right, the top gainer sectional category is the one that had high momentum coins. So if you picked one of these high momentum coins, right, in either direction, this one, T Fuel, pushed 22% today. So if you had $1,000 account, you could have made $200, which is more than our target for the day, which is about a 10%. If you invested in ID, you would have had $2,230 as profit. This one did push up by about 35%. So getting to identify these high momentum trades is what is going to give you your 10% per day in each and every day, and your task is going to be able to identify these. How are you going to be able to identify a top gainer before it actually makes the moves? Because you have to be you have to find your entry before the move actually happens. And this is one of the reasons why I was giving you these different types of metrics. You look at the volume, you look at the price action, and you also use your technical analysis with regards to the different oscillators. You use the RSI, which is the relative strength index. You use the simple moving average, the exponential moving average, and the MACD. So all these are basically oscillator indicators, what that really sort of measure momentum likelihood. Okay, so once you've gotten to identify these particular momentum trades before they happen, now you have to go back to your drawing board. Let's say, for example, let's take a look at the prime example. Let's take a look at IOTA. How would we have discovered that IOTA was going to blow up? So let me just add it to my list. IOTA. So remember, we're on Binance, so we're using IOTA USDT, and this is what we're doing right over here. So we have added it to our watch list, and let's take a look at it, and let's expand it right over there. So IOTA, and then we expand, and we get to do our technical analysis. So right now, the move has already happened, okay? And if you watched yesterday's episode, I'm going to be linking it in case you didn't check this out, right? Let me take a look at my content. This video yesterday, how to make $100 a day trading cryptocurrency in 2024 secrets revealed. I really went and dived deep. I'm going to be linking it on the cards right over here. I'm going to be linking it, and you're going to be able to see what I meant. So about 6 days ago, buying IOTA would have been the best thing that you could have done, because that particular reversal was a very good buying opportunity. So we come back to entries and exits. So prior to IOTA making this particular move, right, there were a lot of different indicators and a lot of different guiding metrics that we could have been able to use. Number one, obviously the volume was peaking and it was increasing. So let me just go on IOTA. Let's go to CoinGecko. IOTA. Okay. And let's look at the past 7 days. So if you look at the past 7 days, right, if you look at the 24-hour volume, as you can see, the 24-hour volume has been increasing. Okay, so from around an average of 6.4 million US dollar, right, with regards to the 24-hour volume, it started increasing. Here on the 29th of November, it was around 7. Okay, then all of a sudden it went to 106 million US dollars. Okay, with regards to its 24-hour trading volume. Now remember, this is an aggregated trading volume. So can you imagine, from 6.4 million US dollars all the way, it suddenly shoots up to about 106 million US dollars. That already shows a lot of interest. And if we take a look at Binance, right, of course, like I told you, this is an aggregated volume. So even on Binance, you're going to see that gradual spike in volume. It just shows that now there is obviously a lot of interest. Here we did see it increase to about 105, here 293 million US dollars, and so on and so forth. So the metric is a very good one. Okay, so now getting to do technical analysis is a skill that you have to really work on. Okay, so we have been in a bullish momentum, just like I told you, right? When it comes to identifying momentum, you have to be able to know whether it is a bearish momentum or a bullish momentum. In this particular case, right, we were having a gradual upside and we had a reversal. This particular trading action right over here is just a counter trend of this particular move, the initial move, which was a bullish one. So we have to identify the end of this particular exhaustion. So there are many metrics that you can use. You can use Elliott wave, you can use price action, you can use simple moving averages, you can use exponential moving averages, you can use the MACD, because as you can see right over here, if we use oscillators, by the way, these indicators that I'm having right over here are oscillators. Okay, so if you get to see what was happening previously, right after this particular amazing price pump, which is a bullish momentum, the price sort of had to retrace, and all we needed to do was for us to sort of identify the point at which the bearishness or the exhaustion of this particular downtrend was going to happen. And we had two opportunities right over here. We had first of all, let me get rid of those. We had this opportunity right over here, and we also had another opportunity. So it was a double bottom, and then after that particular double bottom, it did pump very hard, and we could have identified that particular trade. So all this while, you could have been eyeing IOTA, and you could have been sort of gearing up to make your move. And if you take a look at the oscillators right over here, right, the MACD, okay, after that amazing price bump, the price had to retrace. When it retraced, the indicator was telling you to buy, and if you bought, you would have been smiling all the way to the bank. So same for the relative strength index. Okay, we found support at this particular 50 level. It was a double bottom, and all of a sudden it ended up pushing to the upside. So this is a very simple method to use. There are other statistics or other metrics that you can use. You can use the price action. If you look at the price action right over here, right, with regards to these candles, these were doji candles. Doji candles after a particular move just shows indecision. When you have a blatant, up movement, and then the price starts to sort of, retrace, and then you have indecision, that usually represents that there's going to be a trend continuation. So remember, we had a trend, an upside trend, and we were expecting the price to continue in that particular direction. Okay, so this is a very simple method to make $100 in a day. Your only task is for you to identify the coins that are likely to move in a particular momentum direction. So you can either long or short the market. And by the way, if you're shorting the market, you have to use 1x leverage, because if you're using 1x leverage, right, then your $1,000 remains $1,000. You're not going to use any leverage trade there, so it's going to be very easy for you to use. So the time frame is very important. Like I told you, the usual time frames that I use are 3-day, as my overall trend predictor, my momentum predictor. It's my highest time frame. The 3-day time frame is my highest time frame. Okay, just like I have indicated here, I use the 3-day, the 24-hour, and the 24 minutes. So the 3-day is my highest time frame. That's the one that I use to project my trades, and I align my trades in the 3-day. So what do I mean? So in a bearish market, right, the 3-day is bearish. By the way, my chart is on 3-day. Okay, this is the 3-day time frame. If the 3-day is bearish, okay, that is going to be represented by those red candles. By the way, I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles. Regular candles look like this. Okay, these are not the ones that I'm using. I'm using Heikin-Ashi candles because Heikin-Ashi candles for me are the easiest to decipher, and it's very easy for you not to get overwhelmed. It's very easy and very straight to the point, so I don't really have to worry about a whole lot of stuff. I just look at the colors. It's green, it's bullish. It's red, it's bearish. That's it. Okay, so 3-day time frame is my highest indicator in this particular moment, in this particular instance. Okay, you have a bearish momentum, so meaning you're supposed to be looking for an entry. Okay, so you enter there, and you just basically exit there. So your entry is at the top, your exit is at the bottom. Okay, so when the metrics change, right, you're supposed to sort of look for a buying opportunity. You enter here and you sell. So a lot of you might be wondering, how did you know that you're supposed to enter here? Number one, there was a doji. Okay, what did I tell you about a doji candle? Doji candle just simply means a candle like this, where you have indecision, where the bull market, the bears and the bulls are having equal strength, especially after a decisive momentum direction. So once you have a momentum direction which is very, very defined, like in this particular case, right, having a doji really increases the likelihood of changing direction. So every time I see a blatant momentum direction, and then I see sort of a doji, especially using other metrics, like for example, this is a double bottom here, right? So this doji is much more significant than that particular doji. Okay, it really means that this time around you're definitely going to see a reversal, and you're supposed to look for an entry there, as opposed to this particular doji which didn't do anything and the price ended up going towards the downside. So not all dojis are created equal, and these are the things that I really teach. And I do give one-on-one consultations, trading consultations, and I do teach people how to sort of, let's say for example, clearly identify that this particular reversal is a genuine one, because as you can see, this doji is different from that doji. If you use this doji, you would have had a higher likelihood of success in comparison to this particular one, because this doji did bring us that particular reversal. So yeah, just send me an email and we can go into details about this, but you can do your own research, because I'm really going to spend a lot of time getting to define all those different minute details that could be very overwhelming for people. Okay, the other metrics that I talked about was obviously using something like a simple moving average, which I'm going to show you right now. So as you can see, this blue line right over here is a 20 simple moving average. So it's aggregated over 20 candles, and as you can see, once we break this particular resistance, we end up having exponential explosive moves. So you could have used the exponential moving average to really solidify the likelihood of you getting this particular winning trade. Okay, so you can use a different number of indicators, and I would really love you to keep it simple and use the oscillators that I've identified here: the RSI, the simple moving average, the exponential moving average, the MACD. So these are the only momentum indicators that you need in order for you to make your profits and be very profitable. So that was a basic summary of how you can make $100 each and every day on a $1,000 trading account on Binance. So remember, if you're still confused, if you still want more information on how you can really become a pro at this, please feel free to check out my email. Send me that email. Join my trading group, because this is what we do on a daily basis, and we obviously produce the much needed results, and I am guaranteed to turn you into a pro trader in a matter of 2 weeks, because I have consolidated all this trading information over a period of 6 years. So check out the first videos on my YouTube channel. I have been in the cryptocurrency market for the past 6 years. I have experienced quite a number of Bitcoin cycles, so I understand the emotions, the strategies, and everything that you need. So please feel free to join my trading group and also book that one-on-one consultation, so that you can be able to execute all these different things that I talked about by yourself, because you have to be self-reliant. So if I were you, I'd rather pay for knowledge than being spoon-fed as far as trading signals are concerned. So that's all I had for you. Do you have any questions? Are you confused? Do you have a basic idea of what places, or rather what things you're supposed to be able to understand in order for you to make that $100 per day on a $1,000 account. So yeah, talk to you guys a little bit later. It's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Feel free to share this video, hit the like button, watch this video over and over, and guaranteed you're going to be able to have your eyes open. So take care, God bless you, and have a blessed day.